TJ Maxx. Never uniform, always you. Sunday, join CBS Sports Network on the pitch for a double dose of NWSL action. First up, catch Mallory Swanson and the Chicago Stars hosting Racing Louisville at 2 Eastern, followed by Bay FC and the Houston Dash when they go head-to-head at 6. Well, this year kicked off the inaugural season of the Women's Lacrosse League.
Yeah, we did watch that championship game. We was rooting for Maryland Charm.
California Palms.
For the first time ever, Sydney Black named the championship game MVP, and I knew she did. As a matter of fact, we are joining her right now. So now let's joining her right now on We Need to Talk on CBS Sports Network.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for having me. Couldn't be more excited to be here.
Well, Sydney, let's start off with the fact that you're with the Maryland Charm. You went to Loyola University where you played lacrosse. I went to the University of Maryland, so I know Maryland is lacrosse. So what did this mean to you and your teammates to be the first ever Women's Lacrosse League champions for Maryland?
Absolutely. It meant history to us. The state of Maryland is known as the birthplace of women's lacrosse, so to be able to do that for the state and have as much pride as we did was amazing. There's a lot of different chatter back and forth between, where's the best hotbed? Is it New York? Is it Maryland? Glad we can keep that in Maryland for now as the first forever.
Sydney, congratulations on being the MVP of that championship game. You had 4 goals and 1 assist. Something you talked about in a social media post after the game was just that you knew that this team was special, that you guys were special all season long. Is that what ultimately helped this team to be champions?
Most definitely. I think after college and ending your college career, you never know when you're going to be able to be with another group of women that are as close and as tight-knit, and you can only hope so professionally. For us, started at training camp back in April. We immediately clicked, brought in all the rookies right away, and we're just a fun group together. We have so much fun laughing and playing. I knew something good was going to come out of that.
Yeah, Sydney, to piggyback off of Tiffany's question, I was reading over some articles from the season, and they actually referred to your team from doomed to championship. So why initially were you called doomed, and how did the resilience of you and your teammates, make it all the way to this, the mountaintop?
Yeah, I love that storyline, number one. But 2 years ago, at the inaugural championship series down in DC, we ended in last place in the sixes format of the game. And similarly, this past year in 2026, we ended in last place again. So there were a lot of question marks, I would say, from the media and, the league of, are they going to be okay? I don't know if they're going to be in the top of the rankings. And we were ranked last going into the season, and we held that chip on our shoulder. A lot of us are used to being underdogs. So it was exciting to kind of play into that this season and ultimately get the job done last year.
Sydney, that's just awesome. And just when you look at this as a whole, I mean, this is the inaugural season, right, of the Women's Lacrosse League. How much has the game grown and just the interest in this sport?
Oh, the game has grown tremendously. I started playing 16 years ago, and the closest you could get to seeing the highest level was an occasional Final Four game here or there, and most of the times it was a lot of the men's teams on the broadcast collegiately. So you knew some of the names, but if you weren't really within the areas, as I mentioned, the top beds, you weren't going to get to see a lot of high-level lacrosse live. So for our game this past weekend, and ESPN, the support of ESPN, to put us on national broadcasts and display the talent that is in the game, it's only going to continue to inspire the next generation to keep dreaming as big as they can, because that platform will be there. It's here now, and it's here to stay.
And Sydney, as these young girls watch you guys now and they can actually aspire to be professional lacrosse players, you initially started out as a sport athlete at field hockey, basketball, track and field as well, with lacrosse. So how did all of that make you so well-rounded and excel at lacrosse, almost as if you're giving advice to some young lacrosse players or young girls that maybe haven't picked up a stick yet?
Absolutely. My one piece of advice is play as many sports as you can. All of the time. They only help each other, right? Even if it's not lacrosse that you ultimately end up falling in love with, which I'm biased, which might be hard to do. But I think that, playing basketball really helped me become a better attacker and speed and change of direction. and things like that. And so if I didn't play that sport or have that background in all those other sports, I'm not sure I would be here talking to you today even.
You've made such an impact. I want to talk to about something else that's near and dear to your heart. Only 3% of NCAA women's lacrosse players are Black. And so I know for you, you've talked a lot about how you can't be it if you can't see it. You've been heavily involved in your community. How much of an impact have you made there, Sydney?
It's just so important to me to give back. I want to be that inspiration for the next level and the next generation to come after me, boys, girls, what have you, any race, any ethnicity, anything like that. I do believe you can't be what you can't see, and hopefully us being on that stage this past weekend, someone turned the TV on and said, hey, there's a Black girl up there, she's doing her thing, I want to go after whatever it is I want to be the best at, whatever I believe in, even if it's not athletics. But representation is so important, and to be able to do that in my home state of Maryland and in Baltimore City specifically has just filled my heart so much, and it's something I'm going to keep striving to do to be a better person as well.
Oh, well, Sydney, thank you for being you, and we see you as the MVP and a champion, and thank you for joining us here on We Need to Talk.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
All right, that's from Sydney Black, the one that we lost the championship game. And yeah.
We head back to the football